All right, so good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday, October 15th, 2023. As you can see, it's about 8:48 a.m. Sun rose at 7:35 a.m. And honestly, I haven't been up that long. Probably, it's always about an hour, but I don't know because I didn't look at the time this time. I think I saw 7:55. I don't know. But weather is about 55 degrees Fahrenheit, you know. I want to share this video with you guys. For those of you that don't know, I did go on a counseling session yesterday. I'm going to talk about that in a whole nother video, and I'm going to dissect like every little piece of that particular church when I get a chance. In all the churches, I don't know. Like I said, I really don't. This is for my mental health. The counseling was good, but it was just, like I said, just talking, straight talking. But anyhow, I need to keep track of my time as well. So I'm going to let y'all listen to this video, and then we're going to talk about it. All right. Um, yeah, go for it.
It takes too much to keep these food stamps. Why do y'all keep sending me this paper asking me, has anything changed? No, I still have negative $0 to my name. I still don't have a job. I still live in the sewer. This is where I live, in the sewer at the church. Nothing has changed. I don't even have a pen to fill this out and send it back. And how I'm going to bring it with no car? I got to walk this all the way to y'all's building. By the time I get there, y'all gonna cut the food stamps off. Y'all said I gotta turn this in by the 15th. By the time I get there, y'all gonna be cutting my food stamps off. Y'all, why are y'all giving me a hard time? It takes too much
So
to keep.
I want to talk about this, right? A few things that came out to me when I first saw this, a few different things. A lot of what she said is probably true. The thing that really, you know, made me upset was she's living in a sewer. And I have to say, I was curious. I wanted to see what that looked like, but not really. Because God has a way, like I said, if I ask a question, God is like, oh, you want to know? I'll show you, honey. And I'm just like, I ain't about that life. God is kind of gangster for real. But you guys, and God is gangster in good ways too. And I'll share that with you guys when I get a chance. Um, and I need to probably jot that down so I don't forget it. God is gangster. Um, but then the thing that really got me about it, she lives in a sewer in front of the church. And see, this is what really irked my nerves. I told y'all about the Christian connection. How that shouldn't be. And then when I went to that counseling section, I talked about things related to that too. And when I get a chance, I'm gonna post all of that. But just let that sit with you for a little bit. And I'm taking notes because I need to. She lives in a sewer in front of the church. So I'm taking notes real quick. So God is gangster, and that's for the fact that if I ask, He will show me personally. um, and also, God is gangster when everybody else says no. God says yes. He will put something in my path that's completely out of the ordinary to make things happen and show me that I'm loved and I'm cared for. Right? So let's look at some of the comments that people had in regards to this. Can I put this? Is this going to cover me? Yeah, it's going to cover me. Um, Give me just a moment. Let me see if I can do it a different way. Yeah, let's look at some of the comments that are related to this because this brought about a lot of uh, things to think about on my end or things that I can relate to. The other part that stood out to me was she was talking about how, she felt like she had to jump through all these hoops to get a little bit of help. And it made me think about like when my parents came to the States and my father had that, was having some difficulty because he had post-traumatic stress from the military and how um, they had to get welfare, but one of the stipulations, they were happy, they were married, even caseworkers to this, not to this day, but, in my adult years when I went back, would tell me, oh, your parents were so happy, and the welfare system, they make it so that you can't stay a family. There are legitimate families there. She was like, I see a lot of men that are with women and it's just because they want the benefits, but, no, your parents are happy. I remember sitting here watching y'all play when y'all first came to the States, and how your parents were so connected, and this, that, and the other, and the woman was really attractive. I think she probably had a lot of experience with the men coming in and flirting with her. And it's just, it does tear families apart. But let's read up on some of this stuff here that they're talking about. So this one girl commented, or person commented, plus she's both bipolar, so she can't deal with stupid people and the customers that are apparently so-called always right. So she's talking about her difficulty with getting a job and keeping a job. I've had some situations over the years, and it's not with customers. I love customers. I kind of love people, but I've had situations where I've been bullied, at work, you know, and that's one of the things, like I said, the organization I was working on, that was one of the things we were supposed to combat. But I'm not giving up. Everything that I'm doing is still heading towards that. But now we're focusing on the bottom level. This person says every interview I went to legit told me 8 to 15 hours a week. Girl, let me tell you this. I was desperate for work. Y'all saw the church's shirt that I turned into a dress, right? And so I worked there for a couple of days, and again, bullying, and it was the older lady that was there that actually kind of got me in. And and then what they did was they scheduled me for 2 hours for 2 days a week, 2 days of that week. And I confirmed with the owner that was true. It's like 4 hours. I think he just let them run whatever. 4 hours. I couldn't even go to pick up the free food. So it was actually making it so that I couldn't even get the basic resources I was getting. And she says, like, what? That's just gas money in California with some time. And the purpose for me being scheduled like that, so she can come in, the lady could say whatever she wants to me and be rude, and I would have to suck it up. And I'm not going to go somewhere to get abused, to get this. And the amount of money that it paid was just ridiculous. I can't even go there because, and I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed, but it just hits me in the face where I can't even speak on it. It's that bad, right? This person says, what the Fulkerson? You say it louder for the government rats in the back. But I'm going to tell you, the first thing that I really felt about this when I first saw this video, I really appreciate, I think food stamps are a good thing. I really appreciate. You never appreciate it until you were in a dire need where you're just like, yo, I don't have anything. I've always been in a mindset where, I didn't ever wanted to do that because I remember growing up, they had little brown coupons. But my issue has always been, I tried applying 6 months, like from April to whatever. Nothing happened. I even went through, because I'm technically homeless, as you know, there's different tiers of homelessness. But I even went through the homeless place. And nothing. Same response that I was getting, nothing. And the situation, and I'm going to read through theirs and share mine in association with that. And she says, you were either purposely being mean or actually ignorant. I'm going to say the latter because how is someone who can be hired as an RN on assistance? What? I don't understand that. I'm going to skip over that because there's a lot of comments that are probably good. One says, bro, me right now, if I get a better job, they cut my rental assistance off knowing I cannot afford this place. They effing put me in making $15. I don't know what that means. I don't know if $15 is like the cutoff for rental assistance, or I don't know, and I don't know about that. As a single woman with no kids, I don't know. Somebody told me when I first came here and I was telling them the situations, they was just like, well, go to housing and just say, hey, you're living in a situation that's really not livable. Tell them. And I was like, but I'm single, I don't have kids. They was like, yeah, but, there's single men that get it. But I see single men getting benefits on things before single women all the time, I have stories being called over to homeless shelters, and the director had a liking for this dude, and he was there, sat there, did nothing all day. But anyways, apply for low-income housing. They take the income from your job and do it. Can a single person with no kids apply for low-income housing? It says, can you get a cash job? That is a good question, my darling. And this girl says, that's what I've been looking for. I haven't been in luck, though. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that, but it's a lot, and part of me wants to go through all of these because it's something I know that I'm gonna be able to relate to. It's gonna trigger something I feel, and I'm waiting for the other set of clothes to come out the dryer. But yeah, so even though your winds blow, I want you to know you cause me no alarm, 'cause I'm safe in his arms.